Good afternoon. We're bringing you commentary of Sheffield Wednesday against Nottingham Forest today from the Championship. I'm your alternative co-commentator, Russ Vernon, alongside your commentator Nicholas Jones, and you are listening to Football Commentary Live. Hopefully you're doing okay today. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday afternoon ahead of what is going to be a very good game. There's a few permutations what could happen with the outcome of this result today between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest. And I'm going to fetch in my commentator for the very first time right now. I say very good afternoon to Nicholas Jones. Nicholas, how are you doing today, mate? Are you okay?
Good afternoon, Russ. I'm doing good. How are you?
All good, mate. Thank you. Are you looking forward to this match at Hillsborough we'll be watching, which is taking place at Hillsborough this afternoon?
It's crunch time between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest. The relegation permutations are for Sheffield Wednesday 23rd in the table. If they lose, it's instant relegation to League One for the first time since 2012. If they draw and Derby win in their match against Swansea, and it's also if Derby draw, it's relegation as well. But they need to win in order to stay in contention. But that may not be enough, because if Derby win, they'll also be relegated.
Yes, Derby, of course, taking on Swansea City later on this afternoon in that game. Then, and if you're looking at this game, then Nicholas, and for me, the key battles for me is probably going to be Borna and Hutchinson up against Lewis Graben from a Forest attacking standpoint, along with Kravinovic and Knockout getting the balls in and around him up towards Lewis Graben, but from a Sheffield Wednesday point of view, getting the ball up to Patterson and Windass fairly quickly and into the channels for Green or Windass to supply the balls for Patterson. That could cause first a few problems. Where do you see the key battles today between the two sides?
I think experience in this game is going to count a lot more, and Forest, dare I say, have more experienced players. Wednesday, from what I've read, some of their players don't have that much experience um, um, at this level. Some of the Forest players have Premier League experience, so that could actually tell. I think Forest, with their experienced players, might gain the upper hand in this one. What do you reckon?
Yes, I think, like I say, Forest have got Premier League experience in their squad with Kravinovic, and they've got Knockout in there as well. So, and Michael Dawson, who's played up there, Carl Jenkinson played for Arsenal, Murray for Brighton. They've got a few players. Jack Corback played for Newcastle in the Premier League. And if you look at that Sheffield Wednesday side, looking what I'm looking at now, I don't think any of them have played Premier League football. And Sheffield Wednesday are going to be without Tom Lees this afternoon. He's out injured for this game. And Kadima has just come in for him, so Sam Hutchinson has dropped back to centre back to Julian Borna, which could be a problem for Sheffield Wednesday because Hutchinson's mainly a midfielder. He may go wandabouts and not stick to his defensive duties this afternoon, so that could be a problem for the Owls if he decides to go wandering and leave a big gaping hole at the back. If you look at especially if you look at the form of Lewis Graben, he's done well in recent times. Has got some other good goal scorers and creative players amongst us. Starting line picked by Chris Shooton this afternoon, so that's going to be a very interesting game. There's Nottingham Forest have also had to make a change due to injury as well, which is not ideal, but we've got players in the squad who can actually do well and not so they're not having to so they're not having to miss that player too much who is out for Nottingham Forest this afternoon. And Nottingham Forest looks like they're going to be already safe for another season in the Championship. Luke Freeman is a man who was injured for Nottingham Forest with Knockout coming in to replace him. The players are just making their way out onto the field of play. Nottingham Forest making their way out from just in the corner there, just from rather than the tunnel due to the red cover restrictions. Sheffield Wednesday just making their way onto the field of play as well from the normal tunnel area. So should be a very good game. The players are just on the way out now. And if I look at the side again for Nottingham Forest and for Sheffield Wednesday, especially Sheffield Wednesday, if I look at this side from Sheffield Wednesday that they've put out today, which is a very good starting lineup in my opinion, with the likes of Windass and Green causing a few problems, Harrison, Pellier-Pessi, Harrison Reach playing as those wing backs and playing very, very well in the back. So he could be very, very strong defensively for Sheffield Wednesday when they haven't got the ball. So trying to shut out Nottingham Forest. But with the teams out on the field of play to tell you through the first half action, I'll be doing your summarising. But first, let's say a very good afternoon to Nicholas Jones. Nicholas, it's over to you.
Thanks, Russ. Like we mentioned in the preview, it is crunch time for Sheffield Wednesday as they take on Nottingham Forest at Hillsborough. Going through the starting lineups for Sheffield Wednesday, it's a 4-3-3 formation. In goal, Kieran Westwood. Number 2, Liam Palmer. Number 6, Sam Hutchinson. Number 13, Julian Borner. And number 11, Adam Reach are the defenders. In midfield, Kadeem Harris, number 7. Number 8, Joey Pellier-Pessi. And number 10, the captain, Barry Bannon. Forwards, Andre Green, number 16. Number 5, Callum Patterson. And number 18, Josh Windass. On the subs bench, number 28, Joe Wildsmith. Number 17, Hisayo Deli Bishiru. Number 19, Osaze Uhogaide. Number 20, Jordan Rhodes. Number 23, Shay Dunkley. Number 26, Liam Shaw. Number 29, Alex Hunt. Number 34, Kieran Brennan. And number 45, Elias Kachunga. For Nottingham Forest, the formation is a 4-2-3-1. And the players are now gathering around the centre, going around the centre circle for a 1-minute silence. That was organised by Sheffield Wednesday to honour those in the area who have passed away during the COVID-19 pandemic. Nice tribute there from Sheffield Wednesday, holding that minute's silence, honouring those in the area who have passed away during the pandemic. Our thoughts are with the families and everyone associated from Football Commentary Live. Just going through the Nottingham Forest lineup quickly. Number 30, Bryce Samba is in goal. Number 2, Cyrus Christie. Number 4, Joe Worrell. Number 26, Scott McKenna. Number 5, Uri Ribeiro. Number 22, Ryan Yates. Number 37, James Garner. Number 28, Anthony Knockhart. Number 18, Carfu. Number 27, Filip Krovinovic. And number 7, Lewis Graben, the captain. Nottingham Forest will be the first to kick the ball, wearing the solid red shirts, the white shorts and the red socks. They take the knee for Black Lives Matter. And Sheffield Wednesday playing in the blue and white stripes, the black shorts and the black shorts.
They're also
And we're
wearing black
underway at
socks.
Hillsborough.
They're also wearing black socks as well, Nicholas. Sheffield
Yes,
Wednesday today.
I think I might have mentioned that. Yeah, black socks. But anyway, we're underway. And it's Sheffield Wednesday who have the ball first, but Nottingham Forest have done, but Nottingham Forest quick to intersect. Joe Worrell. Now Christie. Caught by I think it was knockout. Yeah. Anyway, but it's back with Worrell. Now McKenna. And straight to the Forest goalkeeper, Bryce Sander. Excellent cutout there by Kadeem Harris.
Yes, good bit of defence, good bit of work there from Kadeem Harris. Nicholas, he did well to close them down. Nottingham Forest get out from their own half for the moment. Sheffield Wednesday, they want to, the lives, the championship survival hopes are on the line. If they lose, they're going to be relegated. So they want to stay up and they want to try and make a good account of themselves and try not let Forest play the normal game.
Anyway, we're back in play, and here's Joe Worrell. Hits the ball up the field. I think he was aiming for knockout. Indeed, he was. And the ball is out for a throw in. Jamie Smith continues to be caretaker manager as Darren Moore is recovering from complications resulting from COVID-19 and pneumonia. And we at Football Commentary Live wish him all the best in his recovery. Oh, and a bit of a nasty incident going on the field. That was a foul on, I couldn't see who it was, but can you clarify?
It was a foul on Cafu by, I think it's Kadeem Harris, and he just came over trying to get the ball, and I think he just stand on his foot there. The referee's not giving anything to say that it's going to be a foul, but for me that should be, well, the booking, should I say, which is giving the free kick. But for me, Harris should have been booked there, Nicholas.
Well worth a yellow card. I completely agree. Anyway, Joe Worrell will take the free kick for Nottingham Forest. And he actually passes to the number. He actually passes to Yates, who sends it forward. But Sheffield Wednesday now have it. Clearance, cleared by the defence. Now here, cleared by the defence. Now Yates to Graben, but doesn't get to it in time. Very noticeable with the beard. And he actually scored in a 2-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday on December the 15th. So nice early Christmas present for him, methinks.
Yes, and also Nicholas, there was a good goal scored on that day there. Was Nottingham Forest with another free kick.
Hold it, Russ. I saw a Nottingham Forest player go down. Couldn't see who it was from this angle. Sorry to interrupt, but referee has called a halt to proceedings a bit. It's actually going to be another free kick.
It's Cafu again, Nicholas, who's gone down.
Cafu again. You were right.
They seem to be targeting him. They seem to be targeting him as the Forest stage man and not focusing on Lewis Graben.
Anyway, it's another free kick to Nottingham Forest. That's going to be Anthony Knockout, who's actually sold them a dummy. But whatever the trick was, it didn't come off, and Westwood now has the ball. Straight to one of the defenders, who sends it up the field, intercepted by Worrell. Now, Krovanovic. Garner to Krovanovic. Yates. McKenna. Yates again. Worrell. Crosses to Ribeiro, but the ball goes out for a throw. Almost 5 minutes in. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Chris Hughton issuing instructions to Worrell, I think it was. But we're back in play now, and ball's gone out for another throw-in. Bit of a messy couple of seconds with the ball going in and out, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would, Nicholas. Both teams trying to feel their way into the game, and they're not really creating anything. There's not been a goal scoring chance so far. I think both teams happy with the start they've made as I suppose over by Nottingham Forest straight through to the goalkeeper Westwood in the Sheffield Wednesday goal.
Early doors still. Sheffield Wednesday now have the ball. Lovely cross from the defender. He was aiming for Windass. Windass manages to keep the ball in, but the assistant referee is not happy. I think I did actually see the ball go over the throw line a bit there, but Windass, whatever the outcome, did well to hold on.
Yes, he's won a corner there for Sheffield Wednesday. Nottingham Forest thought the ball went out, and to me, Nicholas, it looked as that not all of the ball went out, just some of the ball. That's why he was allowed to continue and get this corner for Sheffield Wednesday, which is about to be taken right now.
Corner given. Can Sheffield Wednesday create a goal from this? Ball kicked in, but Forest held on really well. No, they didn't. From one of the midfielders, I think it was, and the ball has gone out for a goal kick.
He's actually gone now for a corner, Nicholas. It was a good ball in. Because by Sam got to get that, otherwise there was a player coming into the back post. I think he might have been Born coming into the back post, looking to go on end of it, but Bryce Stamper did well to punch it out for another corner.
Barry Bannon to take the corner this time, the Sheffield Wednesday captain. Mr. Fantastic, the fans call him. Bit of confusion in directions. Where should they go? Bannon kicks the ball into the 6-yard box, but it's cleared away. And Knockout, he's going for it on his own, but Westwood sends that one away. Bit of toing and throwing. Now here's Garner to Ribeiro. Forest still in play. Cyrus Christie, the Republic of Ireland international on loan from Fulham. And a foul on Garner, the young man on loan from Manchester United. But he's he's doing a bit of stretching just to make sure he's all right.
It was Julian Borner with the foul there, Nicholas. He came in through the back of him. He didn't get anything of the ball. The referee, Tim Morrison, was right to give that free kick, and Forest can send up their men from the back. They can send up McKenna, Worrell, Yates will be in there, Caff will be in there as well. You can see Garner and Knockout stood over this, trying and cause Sheffield Wednesday a few problems. Kravinovic just hanging around just on the edge of the box. So it'll be interesting what Forest doing from this free kick.
The free kick to Cafu. Cafu has had the ball taken away from him. Sorry, I interrupted there. Russ just wanted to carry on with the free kick. And Sheffield Wednesday now in play. Windass. And a nasty altercation between Kadeem Harris and one of the Forest defenders. But the ball is now back in play. Knockout. The meat in a Sheffield Wednesday midfield sandwich. I think Barry Bannon might have been involved.
Yes, it was a good bit of play there from Sheffield Wednesday. Good effort from Kadeem Harris. Shot blocked by. It was a good shot by Chris. And then over the other end, Sheffield Wednesday could have had a penalty for an handball against Julian Bourne and nothing given. But a good bit of play from both sides there to create goal scoring opportunities.
Forest back in play. Now they're not. It's a Wednesday. Here's Windass. Goes for Adam Reach. But Forest defender quick to cut him off. And the ball has gone out for a throw. 10 minutes in. Still 0-0 between the two sides. Wednesday in play. To Hutchinson. Now one of the other midfielders back to a defender. Crosses to Adam Reach again. Going for a goal like that. That was very ambitious, but it's now Forest back in play. Yates. Joe Worrell. Forest still have it. Back to Yates. Difficult to say who's the stronger out of the two right now. But lot of toing and froing between Forest and their goalkeeper Bryce Samba. But Forest now looking like they mean business now. But an incident between Graben and couldn't see the Sheffield Wednesday player that was involved.
It was Sam Hutchinson
Sam
who was
Hutchinson.
involved.
Yeah, Sam Hutchinson. Nothing given there. Nice bit of work there. Nice bit of teamwork there from Forest, but Filip Krovinovic couldn't make anything out of it. Another throw to Forest. Ribeiro tries to take the ball away, but couldn't quite get there. Sheffield Wednesday need to score, and soon, in order to stave off any relegation threats. Remember, even if they do win and Derby win or draw against Swansea, that's it for them. Throw in to be taken, which it is. Bounces off the heads of Hutchin. Bounces off the head of Pelupesse. Throw in taken again. Wednesday still have it. Now Adam Reach, who crosses, couldn't find the player he was looking for, and Bryce Samba was right on target. Samba clears it. Forest in play. To defenders. Krovanovic. Graben, and it's out for another throw.
Poor control there from Lewis Graben. I thought he might have tried to fetch it under his spell, but it just bounced off him and went out for a throw to Sheffield Wednesday over on that far side. And in the opening 14 minutes or so, Nicholas has been a very poor start. No shots on target from either side as of yet. Well, that could change as Sheffield Wednesday have given the ball away.
I thought almost something might come out of it because I think one of the Forest players was looking for knockout, but Sheffield Wednesday are back in play. Kadeem Harris has the ball, but Knockout tries to get it off him. There was a bit of an incident going. There was a bit of an altercation going on, but Wednesday are back in play. Now here's Barry Bannon. Barry Bannon with the ball. Straight to Kieran Westwood, but like you say, a very poor opening quarter of an hour for either side in this game. No, not much real chances have been created. But Wednesday now looking like they mean business. Can they make something from this? Callum Patterson dancing around the 6-yard box, but Ribeiro had it. Now cleared towards Adam Reach, but Cyrus Christie was too quick for him. Now Knockaert. But the ball has gone to Bryce Samba for a goal kick. For a moment it looks as if Sheffield Wednesday would create a chance out of this, but the Forest defence were just too quick for them, Russ.
Yes, there was a good bit of play over on that far side from Andre Green, who tried to get the ball in towards the men in the box with likes of Bannon in there, Windass, and reached at the far post. He then broke out to Bannon on the edge of the box. He tried to play it in towards Adam Reach at the back post, but he couldn't go on anyway. Forest did well to get men back and defend really, really well. Both players are defending very, very well, both teams so far. Let's hope continues. Hopefully we get some goals in a few minutes, but hopefully if Sheffield Wednesday do get relegated to the Scarborough League to League One later today, it'll be the first time that Sheffield Wednesday, who has not been in the same division as Sheffield United, who were relegated to the Championship, so it could be the first time that we not get a Steel City derby in a league match. And we just saw there the former Sheffield Wednesday manager, and I think he was a Forest player as well, in Brian Laws on the TV monitors. He's at Hillsborough working for other other media companies.
Throw-in taken by Forest. Worrell back to Samba. What's he going to do? Passes to Ribeiro. Kicks the ball forwards, but Wednesday did well to hold that off. Now Cyrus Christie to take the ball. Now Cyrus Christie to take the throw in for Forest, which he does, to Worrell. McKenna, I beg your pardon. But Forest still in play. Garner, McKenna, Garner. Kicked away by Samba. It found Sheffield Wednesday, but the midfielders did well to cut them out. And Cyrus Christie again with the throw for Forest, straight to Krovanovic. McKenna, Ribeiro. Yates to Cafu. McKenna. Back to Samba. Worrell. Now Samba again. Looked like Andre Green was running for the ball, but Samba got there before he did. But still toing and froing between the defence and the goalkeepers. They really need to decide on an attacking They really need to work out an attacking battle plan, because there doesn't seem to be too many strategies and tactics going on in this game between either side so far. Still in play now. Andre Green Kadeem Harris for Sheffield Wednesday. Like I was saying, Russ, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of a formed out plan between either sides when it comes to attacking.
Yes, I would tend to agree there, Nicholas. No one neither side has actually created anything at the moment. They're trying to create openings, they're trying to work openings, but the openings are not coming, so they're having to try and force it. But when they do try and force it, they give possession away.
Yes, and that is not what you want to see in a football match. So Wednesday with the throw, doing well to hold on. Good teamwork between the midfields, and the ball has indeed gone out for another throw.
Just a quick update on the Premier League game, which is happening at the same time as this afternoon. It's Crystal Palace against Manchester City. Manchester City are currently drawing 0-0 against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. If City were to win and Manchester United were to lose to Liverpool tomorrow, Man City will get the Premier League title this weekend. So, big game in the Premier League. We'll keep you up to date with that one.
Good luck to them. Meantime, Forest. But it's actually Payupesi who actually had brief possession of the ball, and it's now gone for a corner. Ribeiro looking for it is a throw-in. It is a throw-in. And Ribeiro to take the throw for Forest, which he does. And having a bit of a fight there with Green over who gets to take it, but the ball has indeed gone out again for a throw. Both sides doing well defensively so far, but we haven't seen much in the way of attacking, and we'd normally expect to see something like that at around the 21-22 minute mark. But still play goes on. Taken by Krovanovic. Now back in play for Wednesday. I think that might have been Hutchinson. Reach. Patterson. Now Wednesday doing well to hold on. Barry Bannon, the captain. Hutchinson. Back to Bannon. Harris. Bannon again. Now Windass. Green. But the ball goes out again for a goal kick. 23 minutes gone. Still Wednesday 0, Forest 0. Most chances created for Sheffield Wednesday this season by Barry Bannon, but nothing seems to be coming of it in today's game.
No, you're quite right there, Nicholas. When he's gone the ball, they've snuffed him out well. They've kept him a bit quiet. They've not forced any openings yet. Not making Sheffield Wednesday try and work their spacing. The space is not there at the moment for the Owls.
Whatever chances Wednesday are getting, Forest are just snuffing them out, like you say. And Forest, nice bit of heading between the two, only to be caught by Wednesday. Christie. Carfu had the ball taken away by Payupesi. Wednesday still in play. Back now to the goalkeeper Westwood. Westwood clears it. But it's gone to Worrell from Forest. Windass looked as though if he was going to take it away, but couldn't quite get there. Christie heads to Krovanovic, but Wednesday are too quick. Now Andre Green for Harris to reach. Now reach again. to Bannon. Barry Bannon for Wednesday, back to Reach. Nice bit of nice cross, but it doesn't quite come off. Forest are just too resilient. Now Krovanovic was almost heading for Cafu. Cafu now has it to Graben. "25 minutes gone, still Wednesday 0, Forest 0. For the past couple of minutes, things look to have stepped up a bit, Russ.
Yes, last couple of minutes, Nicholas. Both teams have trying to create. There's a good chance for Sheffield Wednesday. No one could get on the end of it though, but could be a play again from Sheffield Wednesday down this left-hand side for them and Forest right. And there seem to be causing a few problems down that side rather than down the opposite flank. So if Sheffield Wednesday ought to get anything, I think they'll have to try coming down this near left-hand side from where we're watching it from.
Well, they're going to have to move fairly fast if they want to make something out of this. Forest still in play. Yates, Krovanovic again. Now Graben, Lewis Graben for Forest. Cafu, Krovanovic, Graben, and Graben's been fouled in the 6-yard box. Referee says no. Referee doesn't give out any cautions or anything.
In fact, Nicholas is given a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. He never got the foul there, and I'm not sure why he's given that for a foul against Lewis Graben. And if it is for a dive against Graben, he should be booked, and he's not been booked. So I'm not sure why he gave a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday there. I thought could have been possibly been a penalty to Nottingham Forest, if anything there.
Yeah, do not ask me why that wasn't given. Anyway, Andre Green has been fouled in the penalty area. Not worthy of a penalty, though. Referee says play on. Knockout to Christie. Goes straight to Cafu, Ribeiro, Christie. Cross by Christie to Knockout, but defended really well by Wednesday. No, not really, but Knockout, as if he was going to take it off, but the referee has called a halt to play for some reason. It looked like there might have been an offside. I didn't check. What do you make of it?
It looked like there was an offside in there for me because the linesman flag never went up, so unless he spotted an infringement first by Knockout on the Sheffield Wednesday man who then moved into the middle. That's probably the only thing I can think of. But both sides still yet to have a shot on target in this first half, and neither keepers had to work. So if Sheffield Wednesday ought to stay up, they need to try and create something. But the can't yet at the moment. Forest defence are too resilient. Won't let them have any chances.
Yes, but it seems to me like they might be getting closer. Almost headed by Patterson, but Ribeiro was in the way. Another throw-in to Wednesday, and Patterson getting really angry about something. That might have been the altercation with somebody, but he didn't really have to lash out like that, did he? What do you think, Russ?
Yeah, not for me, Nicholas. I didn't think he had to lash out like he did, but for whatever reason, he felt he had to. So, but for me, he didn't really need to lash out like that.
No, that was completely unnecessary. Graben in possession. Back to Christie, who's aims for knockouts, but can't quite get there in time. Excellent defending by Borna. Now Borna, but Graben's looking menacing. Almost takes it. Headed by McKenna. Looks now Wednesday in play. Adam Reach. He's aiming for He's aiming for Harris, but the ball was cut out by Christie. Good work there by Christie, but nothing worthy of a foul. The way things stand, if both sides draw and Derby win or draw against Swansea City, it is relegation for Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday really need to create chances of their own in order to stay in this. Ball cleared away by Samba. Headed by Garner, but it's gone to Sheffield Wednesday. It looked like Barry Bannon. And the ball has gone back into the goal area for Forest. Did that earlier chance from Harris look convincing, Russ?
Not for me, Nicholas. Is no real chances of look convincing at the moment. None of the chances which either side have had look like they're going to trouble the keeper. They've always been fairly easy for both goalkeepers. So for me, nothing there. Nothing in the chances which are being very worth noting, or any chances that's happened in this game. So for me, no real cut chances, no clear cut chances either. So Sheffield Wednesday and Forest, very, very poor game so far.
No real chances either for Nottingham. No real chances either for Nottingham Forest. After just over 31 minutes, still 0-0. Ball has gone back to Samba. From a neutral's perspective, I'd say we'd be switching off rather quickly.
Yes, if we weren't doing this coaching, Nicholas, I think we'd have probably turned over by now to the Man City game, because I think that game's got more riding on it than this game. I know Sheffield Wednesday could get relegated today, but Man City could end up winning the title this weekend, and in the Premier League, that's probably where the main talking point is probably going to be this weekend. But unless Sheffield Wednesday get relegated, and there'll be no Steel City derbies next season in the Championship.
Yes, you're quite right on that one. Headed by McKenna. Back to McKenna. Ribeiro crosses, aims for Graben, but the Wednesday defence are too quick. Worrell now. McKenna back to Samba. Forest still in play. Kravanovic to Christie. Cyrus Christie now. Back to Scott McKenna. Now Ryan Yates. Ribeiro again. Kravanovic. Carfu. Worrell. Christie. Now Knockouts. James Garner. Poor giveaway by the youngster. Wednesday back in play. Adam Reach. But excellent defending by Nottingham Forest. Graben now has the ball. Sprinting up the pitch now. Can he find his target? No, he can't, because the Wednesday defence cleared the ball away from them, but they're not done yet. This is Ryan Yates. Yates! Too wide for my liking, Russ.
Yes, he didn't really get a clean connection on that for me, Ryan. Yes, he had all the time in his well. No one was closing him down. He had the time to take a touch and then picking it, and then look to pick a spot. But instead, he took it a bit too quickly and didn't really trouble the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper in goal there, which is Kieran Westwood this afternoon. And so I just want to give a big shout out to James Robinson. I think he's refereed this spot on and got this is spot on so far. So fair play to him.
Yes, fair play to Robinson indeed. Almost 35 minutes gone. Still Wednesday 0, Forest 0. Bryce Samba kicks the ball upfield to Graben. Now Wednesday back in play here. Here's Adam Breach. He's aiming for Andre Green. Green now has to decide what to do. Now Bannon. Green again. Bannon. He was heading for Adam Breach, but Knockhart was too quick for him. So fair play to the former Brighton forward. Now Knockhart again. That was a poor giveaway from Wednesday. He's gone for Carfu, but Westwood was too quick. But Westwood pounced rather quickly there and intercepted the ball. I think that's probably the closest Forest have got to scoring in the first half, Russ.
Yes, it has, but when they've had the chances not to go first, they've not really told them like that one there. Caffel didn't really get a clean connection on the ball as they went through to him, so been a very poor day for him to go for both teams, in my opinion, today, Nicholas, so far. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, they're just not playing they're just not playing the style of football that we like to see. Whether it's tactics or not, I don't know. But now it's Knockouts back in play for Forest. James Garner, Yates, Ribeiro, Kolanovic. Now Carfu brought down by a Wednesday defender. Couldn't tell who it was, but nothing given.
He went out for a throw-in end there, Nicholas, and they've said there's been one shot on target in the entire match for Sheffield Wednesday. The stats there. I can't really work out where that shot on target was from, unless it was that Kadeem Harris shot, which was put a block on by Christie early on. If we're classing that as on target, then. But for me, that weren't really on target, to be fair. But so I don't even know where they've got that one shot on target from. But for me, no clue, real shots and not on target from either side so far.
That's right, but Forest still in control of the ball. James Garner, the young man on loan from Manchester United. Graben back to Garner. Now Ryan Yates. Yates crosses to Knockhart, who collects the ball just in time. Trying to find an opening, just can't seem to get through. Lovely cross into the 6-yard box, but into the 18-yard box, but held off. Now cross by Christie, but the ball does not end up where he wants it to be, and it's back in play for Wednesday now. Andre Ribeiro tries to take the ball, but it's gone to Krovinovic. Krovinovic now with the ball to Graben. And nicked by Bannon. Patterson. Back to the Wednesday defence. Now Adam Reach. To Bannon again. Hutchinson. Now it seems to be Sheffield Wednesday doing the toing and froing. They just can't see.
Julian Borner there, Nicholas. I think he tried playing it to the right back out then, just miscued his effort and he went out for a throw and he's gifted possession back to Nottingham Forest. I wonder if Forest can take this now they've got possession back, try and lead to a chance here, but having to be forced to play back to the goalkeeper. And both teams have forced the opposition players back and towards their own goalkeeper sometimes.
This could be interesting now. Bannon crosses to Green, but is caught out by an offside. But whatever it is, it didn't look like it was going for a scoring opportunity. But I think Green might have just been a fraction. But I think Green just might have been a fraction outside. What do you make of it?
I wasn't entirely sure if he was just offside. The linesman put his flag up straight away, but for me, he could have been. Thinking for me was level, but I need to see a replay. But obviously, they're not showing us one just yet.
Knockout in play for Forest. Does well to hold on to the ball with the Sheffield Wednesday players swarming all over him. Now Garner, Christie, back to Knockout. Almost caught by what looks to be Adam Reach, but Scott McKenna was quick to get it off. Ribeiro, Cafu, quickly taken away by, and it looks like there's going to be a yellow card for a Wednesday player. It was for a Wednesday player. Couldn't see who it was.
It was Liam Palmer foul on Cafu, the Sheffield Wednesday defensive. All the back line from Sheffield Wednesday have tried to injure Cafu there, and Palmer was let into the challenge and Riley gets the booking, in my opinion. Coming towards the end of this first half. No goals yet, and there's still no goals between Crystal Palace and Manchester City in the Premier League.
Thanks for keeping us up to date with that one, Russ. Free kick to Forest. James Garner to take it, or is it going to be Anthony Knockout? They did try selling a dummy earlier on. in the first half, but Wednesday weren't fooled. Are they going to do a similar tactic like this again? It looks like they are, and Knockout sends the ball into the goal area, but Westwood was quick to intercept. Wednesday back in play. Reach passes to Hutchinson. Now Kadeem Harris. Great defence by Forest. Almost just under 3 minutes to go. Still 0-0 between Wednesday and Forest. Graben. Cafu crosses, but Kravanovic couldn't quite convert anything from it.
Yes, a brilliant bit of play from Nottingham Forest. Lewis Graben does well to play back to Cafu there. Fantastic ball across. Kravinovic, why did he put the ball back across goal there? Should have gone for goal himself, in my opinion. He played it across goal, looking for Graben at the back post, who couldn't quite get there. But Kravinovic, you're in a position, just take a shot to the goal, keep a man, parry it out. You've got players coming in, Garner and Knockout coming in from the inside of the box. Could have easily scored there.
I quite agree with you. Kravanovic should have taken it. I mean, after all, he helped promote West Bromwich Albion to the Premier League last season. Very experienced in the top flight. Ryan Yates. Yates passes to Ribeiro. Now Cafu. No, sorry, Kravanovic. Garner. Yates to Christie. Christie tries to make something of it, but Westwood is too quick to intercept. Looks like in the past minute and a half, Forest have seemed to mean business. I mean, Kravanovic could have easily scored, but he didn't.
Yes, you're quite right there, Nicholas. He could have scored. Forest seemed to be turning up the heat in the last few minutes, having chance after chance. Sheffield Wednesday yet to have a chance in these last few minutes, and Sheffield Wednesday really need to get something from this game. Otherwise, they could be relegated today. Has Knockout his ball down, as he by? Well, if he is.
Yes, a bit of an argument going on. Yes, a bit of an argument going over on what's happened. Did you say it was a penalty?
Yes, it's a penalty. Westwood has brought down Anthony Knockout and has now presented a chance to Lewis Graben, I think it's going to be, to give Nottingham Forest the lead from the penalty spot. I'll just try through this here, Nicholas. Westwood played the ball out wide to Adam Reach, headed it back towards Westwood. Knockout nipped in and he takes him out. Stonewall penalty for me. Knockout gets to the ball first, takes him out. A penalty to Nottingham Forest, just as we're going to stoppage time. And if Wednesday were to fall behind here now, it could be a real hammer blow to their survival chances. Lewis coming to take. Over to Nicholas.
Excellent summary there, Russ. Graben to take the penalty for Nottingham Forest. Could this be the goal that sends Sheffield Wednesday down to League One? Kicks it, but saved by Westwood. Sheffield Wednesday can breathe again for now.
Yes, fantastic save. He gets the right way, did Westwood, and he got a big hand onto it to push it behind. He looked as though there was some encroachment going off there from the Sheffield Wednesday players. Knockout and Westwood having a chat at the end of the first half. But fantastic save. It's finished. It's half time now. Goalless in the break, but fantastic first half. Then that's a saving penalty there at the end to keep Sheffield Wednesday survival hopes intact. It's 0-0 at the break, and Nicholas and I've thoroughly enjoyed that first half. But Nicholas, what have you made to the first half now before we take a quick break?
Apart from that last minute penalty, which could have made all the difference, I would say the first half was rather a bit of a damp squib. No, not much chances were created for both teams, and they didn't seem to be attacking as much as we'd have liked them to.
That is correct, Nicholas. We're just going to take a quick break, but before we do that, I'm just going to let you know that half time it is Crystal Palace 0, Man City 0. Join myself and Nicholas again in just a few minutes' time as we take a quick 5-minute break. Get your thoughts in on that first half and the commentary as well in the comment section below this video, and you can let us know what you think in the live chat. Let us know what you think and give us your score predictions for the full-time whistle. As me and Nicholas will take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Football Commentary Live's coverage of Sheffield Wednesday against Nottingham Forest. It's currently Sheffield Wednesday nil, Nottingham Forest nil. Just looking at a penalty save again from Kieran Westwood. Fantastic penalty save, but clearly a penalty for Nottingham Forest at the end of that first half. Just looking at Sheffield Wednesday attacking down the left-hand side where they've had majority of the joy and a lot of their chances have come from down this left-hand side, and it's been a very good attack down this left-hand side for Sheffield Wednesday. This is a cross from Adam Reach, which just came over and Patterson couldn't get on the end of there. And another bit of play from Reach and Sheffield Wednesday again attacking down this left-hand side. Kadeem Harris into the box here on this occasion, but McKenna did well to intercept, and Sheffield Wednesday causing a lot of problems, but firing just wide there. But Sheffield Wednesday causing a lot of problems down the left-hand side. We'll fetch back in our commentator for the game today. And Nicholas, you just seen me mention there, Sheffield Wednesday getting a lot of joy down the left-hand side. Would you agree with that statement there? Do you think that's the way that Sheffield Wednesday can get their joy down the left-hand side, attacking Cyrus Christie wants to get past Anthony Knockout?
Obviously, things are going to be reversed for the second half. But I don't think we've been giving Sheffield Wednesday enough credit for what they've been doing. Like you're saying, their attacking prowess when they've been on it has been really good. So I think we might have been criticising them a bit far too much. Would you agree with that?
I think we have, yes. But we've been criticising Nottingham Forest as well because they've not really created much. No side has really created anything in that first half to Norton or worthy of shouting about. So I can see why we have mentioned the stuff that we have mentioned about both players, but we've not really created any real chances there. So hopefully we'll be having a very good thing if both teams can start creating chances in the first half. Yes, the stats say Sheffield Wednesday have had one shot on target, but if anyone is listening to this can tell me where that shot on target's come from and where it's come from, because myself and Nicholas don't know where that is. If you want to send us a comment, you can do. If you've got me as a friend on Facebook or Nicholas as a friend on Facebook and you're watching this and you know where that Sheffield Wednesday attempt has come from, drop either of us a message on Facebook inbox and we'll make sure you get your message read out on air. But so far, I think a draw would be a fair result. Forest may have just added that extra gear up a little bit towards that end of the first half, but Sheffield Wednesday need to step it up a gear because if they are to get anything out of this and if they are to stay in the division, they really need to turn this form around, do Sheffield Wednesday. And also just in the bottom of the table in all the divisions in the Football League today, in the Championship, Forest can not Forest, Norwich can secure the title if they win or Watford fail to win this afternoon. Both sides have already secured automatic promotion. Wycombe, if they fail to win today or Derby avoid defeat, Wycombe will be relegated to League One, and then Sheffield Wednesday, as we mentioned, if they lose, they're relegated. If they draw and Derby avoid defeat, they're relegated. Or if Derby win, they're relegated. As for the other side currently in the bottom three, Rotherham United, if they lose and Derby win this afternoon, the Millers will be relegated back to League One for next season. In League One, there's already a few places sorted. Hull City are promoted already, and whilst Winning and Bristol Rovers are relegated. Hull can be champions if they better Peterborough's result this afternoon. Peterborough were promoted if they avoid defeat. Also in League One, Northampton or Rochdale can be relegated, or Rochdale to be relegated. Northampton will be relegated if they lose. The draw and Wigan avoid defeat, or if AFC Wimbledon avoid defeat and Wigan win, Northampton will also be relegated. Rochdale will be relegated if they lose. The draw and Wigan avoid defeat, And if AFC Wimbledon avoid defeat and Wigan win in League Two, Cheltenham will be champions if they win and Bolton fail to win. This afternoon, Cambridge can go up if Morecambe and Tranmere both fail to pick up maximum points. Bolton can be promoted if they win, or if they fail to win but Morecambe and Tranmere don't better their results, they'll also be promoted. Southend, if they fail to win today, they are relegated, but if they win and Scunthorpe and Colchester avoid defeat, they'll also be relegated from the Football League. So that's a few permutations from the Championship, League 1 and League 2 action at both ends of the table there. So, big day in the Football League. If you want to stay across what's happening in the Football League, listen to your local radio for that one. And we're looking forward to this second half. Nicholas, if I were to ask you for a final score prediction on this game this afternoon between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest, from what you've seen so far, what would you think the likely outcome would be? Do you reckon 0-0 will be probably the final score? Do you reckon one of these sides will go on to win the game this afternoon?
I'm actually going to take a bit of a gamble and say 1-0 to Forest. That penalty effort alone convinces me that Forest will take. That penalty alone will convince me that Forest will take it, but I could be wrong.
Yes, I'm thinking Forest will probably win it as well, and Sheffield Wednesday will go down this afternoon. So be a big day in this blue off of Sheffield this afternoon. So be very interesting today. So hopefully everyone's doing okay today. We've got some great coverage coming up here on Football Commentary Live in the next couple of days. I'll just quickly run you through that before the second half gets underway at Hillsborough this afternoon in our featured match. For today, we'll just run you through what's happening on the channel. On Sunday, we have got live coverage of Newcastle United against Arsenal, and that is with Jack Cunningham and Mike Orneman for that game. Then on Monday, we've got West Brom versus Wolves with Kieran Riley providing the commentary for that one. I'll be doing the presenting for that one. Then we've got Matt House on presenting duty as I'm in the commentary obviously once again for Burnley versus West Ham United. And then on Tuesday, we've got Matt House doing coverage of Manchester City versus PSG, and he's going to be alongside Jack Cunningham for that game on Tuesday evening. And that game is already poised for a very good game to be happening, and hopefully get a few goals, and hopefully we'll have the second leg of the Chelsea v Real Madrid tie on that on Wednesday, which we'll confirm to you in due course for that one. Man City in the Premier League, if they win today and then Manchester United lose tomorrow, they are champions for fifth time in the Premier League. We'll bring you all the coverage from this game today between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest in the second half, and we're back in a couple of minutes when we get ready for the second half coverage. Welcome back then, ready for second half coverage of Sheffield Wednesday against Nottingham Forest. The players all back out. Sheffield Wednesday players are back out ready for action. Sheffield Wednesday currently with this point 3 points behind Derby with one game left, level on goal difference as well. Sheffield Wednesday could close the gap to just 2 points over Derby. Rotherham United with a win over Blackburn will also close the gap as well and move above Sheffield Wednesday. So could be going down to the wire for the final relegation spot for the 2 of the 3 relegation spots, unless Sheffield Wednesday get beat here today and then one of the relegation spots. So we're already secured. The players are going to be ready to come back out for Nottingham Forest any second now. They're just probably going to make their way out any second now. So once they do, I'll back over to Nicholas Jones, who's be fantastic game. I think Forest are just making their way out now. To see the official there and the linesman they're just running. As you can see, Forest on the way back out right now. We can see Lewis Gobbin and the players talking as they make their way out. James Garner back first on the field of play for Nottingham Forest. And the players are back, ready for the second half. So what I'm going to do, as Forest make their way onto the field of play, is hand you back to your match commentator, Nicholas Jones.
Thanks, Russ. As the fans say, we go again, and all the players are making, and both sets of players are making their way forward onto the second half. Like to apologise for something. Like to apologise for a mistake I made. I actually said that the Wednesday fans called Barry Bannon Mr. Fantastic, and when in fact it wasn't. It was Captain Fantastic. So any Sheffield Wednesday fan listening to this will gladly hold me accountable. Once again, I do apologise. Just thought I'd get that one out of the way. They're all lining up, preparing for the second half. Sheffield Wednesday are to kick off for the second half. And Chris Hughton, the Nottingham Forest manager, makes his way down to the touchline. It's all building. Can Nottingham Forest build on their last-minute penalty, or will Sheffield Wednesday pull something miraculous out of the bag within the next 45 minutes? Everyone getting in position. The referees checking his watch, and we are underway for the second half at Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday have the ball early on, but Forest quick to intercept. Ribeiro to Graben. Graben now has the ball. Passes to Knockaert. Now James Garner. Garner to Carfu, but the Wednesday players were too quick for him. Now Ryan Yates. Yates heading for Krovinovic. Now Krovinovic again. Knockout. Carfu crosses, but cleared. Oh, but nothing comes out of it. But they're still not out of it. Wednesday now have the ball, and it's Liam Palmer, I think it was, but he was brought down. Again, the meat in a Nottingham Forest sandwich. But what exactly happened, Russ?
What should happen where yes, he's picked up a yellow card just while I'm talking here. So yes, is the next one to go into the book after Palmer did in that first half. But Sheffield Wednesday were just fetching the ball out there. I think he might have been Andre Green fetching the ball out, and he couldn't, or Kadeem Harris, I think he was in fact. Kadeem Harris fetching the ball away, couldn't get through. First players brought him down and deserved a little yellow card. And the saying goes for Ryan, yes, he took one for the team.
One side each now has a yellow card. Will that affect performance in any way? McKenna. Worrell. Now straight to Cyrus Christie. But Adam Reach now has the ball for Wednesday, but quick to take it away. And Forest doing well to hold on to the defence. Beg your pardon. I think it was Kadeem Harris. But checking that again, Forest. Joe Worrell did really well with his foot. I think that was a step over he did.
Yes, he did well there, did Joe Worrell. He's gone down. I think he's picked up a bit of a knock in there. He's now making his way back up with a fantastic block by Joe Worrell. He stayed down a bit to delay the corner from being taken for for us, should I
Throw
say,
in, mate. Throw in.
taken. But good defending from Joe Worrell.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to interrupt you there, Russ. It was, in fact, it was actually a throw in from Wednesday, but Green has gone down, quickly back up. And Joe Worrell's still moving around. That's good news as well. Just over 48 minutes gone. Still Wednesday 0, Forest 0. Adam Reach to Andre Green. Green crosses, but over the crossbar. I think early on in the second half, Sheffield Wednesday looked like the more attacking side. What do you think, Russ? Do you agree?
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday seemed to be the dominant side of the start of the second half. They must have been told that the survival hopes rest on this game and they'll be wanting to stay in the division so they can play their bitter rival Sheffield United next season. So they'll be wanting to get that early goal and then try and get some goals at the start of this second half.
Yes, certainly they'll need to do something. If they've just lit the fire, they've just got to keep it burning now as Worrell holds off Josh Windass. And it's gone back to one of the Wednesday midfielders now. Now Graben looks like he's going to take the ball, which he has. He's going for it, and it's off the side netting. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Good effort there from Nottingham Forest, Nicholas. He did well there. There was going to go an end of that ball forward, and that mistake from Sheffield Wednesday getting caught out. That poor back pass did well to get there. I think he tried to take it round the keeper to fire in a goal, but where he should have possibly done. As soon as he sees the goalkeeper coming out, try and chip him from that angle, and he probably might have scored. But first, on the front foot again here.
Graben looked like he knew what he was doing. He came through unsighted. Kravanovic was brought down, but quickly back up. Is there going to be anything given out of? Is there going to be any caution out of this? I don't think there is. It looks like the first team coach there, Paul Williams, I think it is, having a word with somebody. JB Smith taking the notes. James Garner to take the free kick for Nottingham Forest in the 50th minute. Passes to Krovinovic. Now Knockhart dancing around Reach. Headed for Carfu, but Wednesday did well to hold him off. Callum Patterson gives it away, and it is out for a throw. I think both sides have now started to light the fires, and now they need to keep it burning. But Wednesday back in play. Vernon. Reach. Deflected by Christie and out for a throw. Reach to take the throw. Does so. Kadeem Harris. Now back to Barry Bannon. No, sorry, that was a Pelupassi. Pelupassi tries to get it off Graben. He does. Bannon. Bannon passes to Green. Worrell tries to get the ball off. Can't quite do so. And has brought himself down as a result. It was actually Kadeem Harris. It might have been Kadeem Harris. He was trying to get it off, but couldn't quite tell who it was. I think a Sheffield Wednesday substitute is warming himself up. Do you think any substitutions should be made right now for both sides to get the chances they need?
I'd probably leave it a bit longer, if I'm quite honest, Nicholas. I'd probably leave it till around about the 60th minute mark, maybe, before making the changes. But if anything, I think Sheffield Wednesday maybe ones going to the bench first, with them in need of all 3 points this afternoon.
Yeah, they could. Yes, if they need to create more chances that they need, they should probably bring on somebody like Elias Kachunga. But anyway, Forest in possession with Worrell, but the ball's gone out wide. Quick predictions. Who do you think is going to come on first for Wednesday and Forest as a sub?
Well,
Russ?
if I were to choose Nicholas for Sheffield Wednesday, I'd possibly say either Kachunga or Jordan Rhodes, with those two likely to get the goals, unlikely goal scorers. I'll tell you about Forest in a minute. I'll tell you about Forest now before this attack breaks out. And for Forest, I probably think Murray or Taylor would be the ones coming on, Nicholas.
Right. Forest now in play again. This is right. This is Ryan Yates to Cafu. Now Krovinovic to Ribeiro. Ribeiro sends it to Graben. Can Graben make something out of this? No, he can't. Wednesday are too quick for him, and a player has been brought down. I couldn't tell who it was, but was that worthy of a card or anything?
Not for me, Nicholas. I don't think he was worthy of a yellow card there against Lewis Graben. He just got the wrong side of his man, tried to get the ball back, but not worthy of a yellow card.
Thanks for that clarification. Wednesday in play again. Bannon. Patterson. Back to Bannon. No, sorry, Hutchinson. Green. Bannon. It looks like he's heading for now Adam Reach. Back to Bannon. Wednesday getting closer to the goal. That was Julian Borner, and Wednesday are about to make a substitute, and it looks like it'll be Jordan Rhodes who will be coming on. You got your prediction correct there, Russ, and he's coming on for Andre Green. Is that a wise move?
I'd probably, potentially, yes, because they're probably going 4-4-2 now, and Rhodes up there with Patterson. That could be a wise move. But I'll tell you about a couple of goals. Palace in a moment. He's gone behind for a corner to Sheffield Wednesday here, so I can just quickly bring you an update. It's Crystal Palace 0, Man City 2. Aguero scored on 57 minutes, and then just a couple of minutes later, Ferran Torres doubled the Citizens' lead. It's Crystal Palace 0, Man City 2. Liverpool beat Man United tomorrow. City are champions.
Sheffield Wednesday corner taken, but Forest are quick to hold them off. Cafu. Now Ribeiro. McKenna. Worrell. To Graben. Now Garner. No, sorry, Christie. Knockout Garner. James Garner. Looks like he's taken them all on, but changed his mind at the last minute. Cafu to Christie. Cyrus Christie. Cut out by the Wednesday defence. Kadeem Harris to Patterson, Green. No, Green's not. Palmer. Corner. Wednesday still in play. 57 minutes gone. Still 0-0 between both sides. Great bit of teamwork by Wednesday, but Yates has been brought down quickly back up. Palmer better watch out because he's on a yellow card already, remember. Goal kick to Nottingham Forest, Bryce Samba to take it. Directing the players as to where he thinks they should be. Intercepted by Wednesday, but Nottingham Forest quick to take it back, although Wednesday are quick to hold him off. Callum Patterson now Vernon Rhodes and out for another throw. So Wednesday. No, Forest. Cyrus Christie is to take the throw in for Nottingham Forest. Worrell does well to hold on. Back to Samba. McKenna. Ribeiro. Yates. Carfu almost had it. Now Kadeem Harris. Kadeem Harris, what can he do? Nothing, because the Forest defence were too quick for him. And it looks like it's going out for another corner. 59 minutes gone, still 0-0. Do you think much has changed between the two? Has much changed between the two sides quickly before we take this corner, or is it still pretty much the same when it comes to attacking?
I think it's pretty much the same, Nicholas. You've got to be said for me. But that's a good header there from Jordan Rhodes off of the bench, forcing Bryce Samba to catch, and then Sheffield Wednesday concede a free kick in there.
They certainly do. I mean, great teamwork there from Forest. But the free kick has been awarded. No, sorry, goal kick.
Nicholas was right. It is a free kick, foul on Bryce Samba.
Yeah. And Samba clears it. Just gone past the hour mark. Carfu. Ribeiro fouled by one of the fouled by Patterson. Yes, Patterson.
Yes. Yellow card for Patterson as well there, Nicholas. He knew what he was doing, blocked him off, couldn't, after the ball went through his legs. He thought, the ball may get past me, you may get past me, but not both at the same time. The ball went past him and he thought, you're not going past me, Ribeiro, and took him out. Deserved yellow card there for Patterson.
Certainly did, yes. And Ribeiro looks in a bad way on the ground. Basically, what Patterson did there was pretty dirty. The way he managed to get in front of Ribeiro, it's like you're not getting through me, sunshine. And Jamie Smith now having a discussion with two of his staff, sort of saying, what should they do next? I mean, Jamie Smith, credit to him. Doing well, taking charge of the game, taking charge of the first team of Sheffield Wednesday at such short notice over Darren Moore. Everyone at Football Commentary Live wishes him well in his recovery, but credit to Jamie Smith for stepping up to the breach, Russ.
Yes, and he's done well so far today, yes. He's got his tactics spot on. Sheffield Wednesday not going out to defend, not going out to try not to lose this game, and credit to them. I think they'll be looking to try and hold on and probably try and nick one late on, but at the moment, neither side can create a goal scoring opportunity for my liking.
Take a look at having a look at that from another angle. It actually clattered into him. It actually Ribeiro actually clattered into him via his backside or something like that, and just knocked him out in the chest. I mean, yeah, he has got up, although he does look a bit winded. Free kick now to Nottingham Forest as the 63rd minute approaches. James Garner all out on his own. Can he convert anything from this? Kicks the ball into the penalty area, but Westwood too quick for him. The attacking Forest players didn't even get a look in. So credit to Westwood for dealing with it so well. Wednesday back in play. Excellent cross to Patterson. Patterson passes to Palmer. Good work between the Wednesday players. Wednesday still in play. Kadeem Harris almost had it, but gives it away. And another Wednesday player taken. So it looked like it was almost Rhodes there. Ball goes out for a free. Ball goes out, and Samba takes the ball, and it looks like Lyle Taylor is going to come on for Nottingham Forest, the former Charlton and AFC Wimbledon man, and he's also not alone by the looks of it. It looks like another Nottingham Forest player is going to come on as well. We'll check. We'll confirm shortly as Samba takes the goal kick. Vernon. Well held there by Cafu. Ribeiro to Garner. Anthony Knockout for Forest. Doing well to hold on to the ball. To Graben again. Now Cafu. Cafu goes for it, but aims in at the wrong angle. Do you think he could have scored from another angle?
Potentially, try curling it towards that top corner. Didn't get a real connection onto it, and he just went wide. But he could have had a shot from a different angle there. But for sure, there's Alex Myton is getting ready to come on for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like he'll be coming on around the same time as Lyle Taylor, who we just saw warming up. And Cafu will be coming on for Alex Myton. Alex Myton joins the pitch. Still 0-0 after over 65 minutes. Westwood clears. Out for a throw to Forest. Excellent work there. Forest still continue to hold on. Wednesday now have it. Windass crosses, aims for Rhodes. Oh boy, that was so close from Jordan Rhodes. So close. That was just very unlucky it didn't go in. Excellent bit of teamwork between Windass and Rhodes. Your thoughts on it, Russ, please?
Yes, Nicholas, very good idea. And Rose couldn't quite get the connection or the direction he wanted on his head. A fantastic chance there, and he just goes begging for Sheffield Wednesday.
They just can't seem to catch any breaks right now. Jordan Rhodes, third top scorer since the 04-05 season, behind Ross McCormack and David Nugent at Sheffield Wednesday. Back in play, Rhodes to Bannon. Now Bannon again. But Forest quick to get it off. Knockarts. Passes to Yates. Good cross by Yates towards Maiton. Alex Maiton for Forest, but bundled away by Callum Patterson. Wednesday still have it. Bannon to one of the midfields. Now Adam Reach. Adam Reach is heading for goal, but nicked by Cyrus Christie and out for a throw. Rich looked like he was wanting to complain about something, but nothing to complain about as he takes the throw. Looks for the appropriate angle to take the throw, which he does, and it goes straight through to Windass. Harris tried to get there, but so Wednesday still have the chance they need, and a player has gone down. It looks like Callum Patterson. Couldn't tell who it was, and it's going to be a yellow card for Anthony Knockhart. Which player did he take down? It was Borner. But I do apologise, and
Yes,
that is
poor challenge
Knockhart.
there from Knockhart. His 5th yellow card of the season.
Yes, very poor challenge indeed. Free kick awarded to Wednesday. Defended well by Garner. Maiton. Wednesday pass straight through to Westwood. Wednesday really need to get their act together now with almost 20 minutes on the clock left, but caught again by Bryce Samba. They're just not making it easy for each other, are they?
Not to the moment, Nicholas. No, both sides yet to really create anything in the second half, apart from that Rhodes effort, which was wide and didn't really test Bryce Sam. Before he had to test anybody, Lyle Taylor about to come on in a moment for Nottingham Forest, just getting the last few minutes of instructions and tying his boot up here. But I want to see chances towards the end of this match. Do Sheffield Wednesday really want to stay in the division? Looking by this performance, Nicholas, the answer is going to be no.
I would have to agree with you on that one, saying that if they keep playing like this, they're going to lose out on staying in contention. Windass back to Westwards. Hutchinson. Now Palmer. Patterson back to Palmer. He crosses, aims for Windass. Windass crosses, but deflected by Samba. I mean, that was certainly less spectacular than the goal he was than the attempt he was offering to Rhodes. But it just shows that Wednesday. But it shows that Wednesday might see a few. But Wednesday might be seeing a few gaps in Forest's armour, but the holes seem to be rather minor.
It does note real openings for either side at the moment. Both teams defending very, very well. Let's see what comes from this corner though.
Yes, let's indeed see what comes from this corner. And Barry Bannon to take the corner. Captain Fantastic, the fans call him. He takes the corner kick very well, but caught by Bryce Samba. He's really got his eyes on the ball today. Great goal. I think we've seen some pretty good goalkeeping from Samba today, haven't we? Russ.
Yes, we have indeed, Nicholas. Sorry, I was actually speaking and I forgot that I had my microphone on mute. But
Oh
yes,
dear.
but Samba has produced some fantastic performances this game today, and he has done all season for Nottingham Forest, which is why Nottingham Forest are staying in the division.
Yeah, a muted microphone can happen to anyone. Anyway, Palmer. Patterson. Now Palmer again. A defender now passes to anyway. Here's Palmer again. That was Pelupassi. Now Westwood kicks the ball up the field, and it's gone out for another throw. And Lyle Taylor will be coming on for Lewis Grabban. Should they have brought Taylor on sooner, Russ?
Potentially, yes, but I would have probably left Grabban on, if I'm honest. I would have probably took off probably one of the wide players in Kravinovic or Knockout probably, and left Grabban on and gone 4-4-2 and try getting something out of this game. And I probably took off probably one of the defensive midfielders in Yates probably, fetched on Grabban, go 4-4-2, and fetch on Taylor, should I say, not Grabban, fetch on Taylor, go 4-4-2 with Taylor and Grabban up front.
Kravinovic, now Myton. Alex Myton has the ball in, puts the ball into the 18-yard box, but is brought down. Quick to get up. Looked like he could have almost created a chance there, but Patterson handling him really roughly there. I mean, he's walking a tightrope. He's walking a tightrope between a yellow and a red, but Wednesday's still in play. Nearly 15 minutes to go. Christie, the ball's gone out for another throw to Forest. No, Wednesday. Out again. Sheffield Wednesday staring relegation in the face. They need to win this one, because if they don't and Derby win or draw against Swansea, it's relegation for them. Windass, Patterson, Palmer passes up the field, but it's deflected. Now it's Jordan Rhodes. Liam Palmer. Now Windass. Windass was aiming for Palmer, but the Forest defence quickly cut him off. Kravinovic. Excellent blockage there by Wednesday. Ball has gone back to Samba. Palmer and Windass both created chances for scoring, but good defending by Forest. Anyway, Ryan Yates. Now Anthony Knockarts. Back to Knockarts. On Kravinovic. Ribeiro. Now James Garner, can he? Not quite. He was almost there. Great bit of teamwork between both players, but Garner was just unlucky not to convert this into a goal. Was he in at the wrong angle, Russ?
I'd say so, yes, Nicholas. I'd say he was in the wrong angle. Should have probably done a bit better there, but to be honest, I think he was probably trying to get a winner for his side, but he just went in the wrong angle. Should have probably tried something different, and he'll learn from that next time.
Well, being that he's only 20 years old, he'll learn. Anyway, still 0-0 between both sides after just over 77 minutes. Alex Myton looked like he was about to get the ball, but a Wednesday player collided heads with him. That was Liam Palmer again. Myton looked like he had it, but Palmer just clattered into him. Nothing, no red card given, but a free kick has been awarded to Forest. Will it be Garner or Knockaert? They've tried selling the dummy twice. Can they make it third time lucky? Everyone getting in position. Garner takes the free kick, but it's gone over the crossbar. Should he have passed to Knockaert?
I think he probably should have done, to be honest with you, Nicholas. I think Knockaert was in a better position to have a shot there, but he wanted to go for himself. He's had scored from that range before for Nottingham Forest this season. He wanted to try and get another one and add that to his tally as well there.
Yes, I think experience should have prevailed in this one. Yates, Knockaert, Garner. Now, Cyrus Christie brought down in the penalty area, but quick to get up. Wednesday still in possession. Road pass up to a midfield. Patterson passes to Palmer. Now Patterson again. Excellent cross, but Forest doing well to hold on. Throw into Wednesday by Hutchinson, I think. Strange to think that they've only made one substitute. Don't you think they should have brought on Elias Kachunga sooner? Russ?
I do, Nicholas, yes, and it was the same issue I had before. I forgot my microphone was muted, my friend.
Oh
But
dear.
yes, but like I said, I think they should probably fetch him on a bit sooner, especially if they want to go for this win. They've got 10 minutes, about coming up towards 9 minutes left to go to try and get that win at Sheffield Wednesday, to try and keep their survival hopes intact. But if they ought to get something from this game, they really need to get something, and very, very quick as well.
They need to make these remaining 9 minutes count. Out for another throw by Wednesday. To Wednesday. Palmer to take it, and it looks like someone else is going to come onto the substitutes, and it's someone else is going to come onto the substitutes bench. It is Liam Shaw. Not what it's Liam Shaw anyway. Yuri Ribeiro to take the throw. Lyle Taylor. Vernon. Taylor now back up to. It was aiming for Adam Reach, but the ball has gone out. For a throw. Knockaert. Yates. Now Ribeiro again. Straight back to the Wednesday forward. Now Windass. Dean Windass needs to make something of this. Crosses pass to Rhodes, but the Forest defender's doing well to hold him off. And Adam Reach was aiming for goal, but whatever he tried just didn't seem to work. Was he in at a wrong angle, or was he unlucky that the defenders got in the way, Russ?
It was on the wrong angle for me, Nicholas. He should have gone across goal, tried him, because if he puts it on low across the face of goal there, one of the defenders could have turned it into their own net, or they had strikers in there as well.
Yeah, personally, I think I think Windass should have just passed to the to. Personally, I think Windass should have just passed to the second player and left it at that. Anyway, the referee having a chat with Knockout and one of his teammates. Knockout, whatever was said, Knockout needs to watch out. Already booked.
Yes, just a quick update on the game between Crystal Palace and Man City. Still 2-0 to the Citizens, who are now one hand on that Premier League trophy. Could have two hands if Liverpool beat Manchester United tomorrow. We'll wait and find out on that one. But Man City still 2-0 up away to Crystal Palace in the Premier League.
So it's looking good for the blue side of Manchester. Anyway, Forest and Wednesday still fighting on. Wednesday now have the ball. And it looks like Jordan Rhodes was going for it, but couldn't quite get there. But did the Wednesday player aim at too high an angle?
I think he did there, Nicholas. He should have tried knocking it, hitting it hard and low across the face, across the ground. Tried testing the goalkeeper, which he never did.
Time is running out for Sheffield Wednesday with almost 5 minutes to go. Garner to Worrell. Back to Samba. Knockouts. Garner. Ribeiro. Mighton. Palmer. To Taylor. Taylor fouled by Hutchinson. No booking given. Was that? I think he was actually aiming for the ball there. It didn't look like he was trying to foul him deliberately.
I agree there, Nicholas. I would agree there, mate. Yes, but Forest have a free kick here. Knockout and Garner stood over it. I think it could be knockout to curl it in rather than Garner going for goal here. We'll have to wait and see.
Knockout curls it in, but Wednesday do well to hold him off, and it's offside. Offside.
I'm going to have a look at this now, Nicholas. And yes, he just got a fraction too early there, and he did get a touch onto it. But when he was on the ball, he was onside. But when the ball came in, it was offside. So correct call there for me.
Almost four. Now just under 4 minutes to go. And who are you going to nominate for your man of the match?
I've already decided on man of the match, and I'll announce it in just a few moments. I'm just going to see. I've already got an idea who I'm going to give my man of the match to. I've wrote it down, but I'm just going to wait and see how this last few minutes pans out before actually confirming the man of the match, Nicholas.
All right, so a corner to Nottingham Forest. And it will be taken by Anthony Knockout. Everyone getting into position. Knockout signals he's ready with the corner. Kicks it. But the Wednesday defenders doing well to hold them off. Not out of the woods yet. Knockout curls the ball into the penalty area. Straight to Lyle Taylor, who holds on. Aiming for somebody in the goal area, but couldn't quite get there. Wednesday now have it. He's going. Josh Windass is going for it, but quickly cut off by Nottingham Forest. McKenna passes to Samba from Yates. Anthony Knockout passes to Kravinovic. Should have gone for Lyle Taylor. But what can Kravinovic make? What can Kravinovic do from this one? He passes to Worrell and then Ribeiro. Kravinovic passes to Maiton. Now Knockaert. Whatever plans that Knockaert had just seemed to unravel. I mean, he should have just passed to a Taylor, and a Taylor would have had a chance at scoring. But 2 minutes left.
Yes, correct there, Nicholas. Who did Knockaert dallied on the ball and didn't know what to do with it in the end. But I just want to say, Man City have got one hand on the Premier League title now. One hand they have got on that title. Won 2-0 against Crystal Palace thanks to Sergio Aguero and Ferran Torres. If Man United lose to Liverpool on Sunday, which is live on the TV channels you can get, Manchester City will be the champions.
Couple of chances in front of goal for Nottingham Forest, but deflected by Wednesday. Garner and Ribeiro were the ones creating. Garner and Ribeiro were the ones creating those chances. Kravinovic now to Maiton. Maiton holds on. Crosses. He was aiming for Taylor, but the ball was in at the wrong angle. Now Worrell. Worrell passes to Christie. Christie sends the ball forward to Knockaert. Anthony Knockaert for Nottingham Forest passes back to Christie. Christie crosses, aims for Kravinovic, but the ball has gone out for a goal kick. It's not just Sheffield Wednesday that are running out of chances and time. I'd say Nottingham Forest are as well.
I would tend to agree there, Nicholas. I would tend to agree there that Forest are running out of time to take the chances, and Sheffield Wednesday really needed a win today, and it looks like time is running out for them to get to victory this afternoon. But we'll have to wait and see how this game pans out towards the end. We've now gone into 90th minute, Martin Nicholas, and I will now reveal my man of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services. He plays for Nottingham Forest, as we have 4 minutes added on, and he's gone to their number 26, Scott McKenna. He's defended very, very well, and I hope I've not put a curse on his performance in Nottingham Forest conceding. Let's watch this.
Corner taken by Sheffield Wednesday, but Nottingham Forest doing well to hold off. They're not out of it yet. Headed by Rhodes, but caught by Samba.
In fact, it was headed by Julian Bonner then. That was a good header from Julian Bonner, but Taylor is on the attack now for Forest.
Taylor on the attack for Forest was aiming for Knockaert, but Patterson quick to stop him. Now Kadeem Harris. Kadeem Harris brave for taking them on, but fouled. And it looks like a Nottingham Forest player has come off worse. It's Knockaert. Kadeem Harris. Knockaert pulled. It looked as if Knockaert pulled on his shirt and then just took himself out. What do you make of it?
Yes, potentially a definite free kick for Sheffield Wednesday. Then they've got a chance now to really determine, give them survival chances up here. If they can get something from here, it will look like to be the winning goal for Sheffield Wednesday.
Will it be the winning goal? Kadeem Harris and Barry Bannon to decide on the free kick. Everyone getting a position for the free kick. And Harris takes the free kick, but it doesn't come off. He has his head in his hands. He knows it, just like everyone at Sheffield Wednesday, that they could be just hours away from relegation with well under 2 minutes of stoppage time left.
Yes, and Kadeem Harris there should have probably left it for Barry Bannon. I think I would have favoured Barry Bannon's for rather than Kadeem Harris's effort there. But I just wanted to try and go for glory together. We go for him for the club, but failed to take it. Can Forest now capitalise on that miss and get to winner themselves here?
Should have left it to Captain Fantastic, in my view, to take that free kick. But Forest now back in play. Cyrus Christie dancing around the throw line, straight to knock up, but intercepted by a Wednesday midfielder. Now Kadeem Harris, cut off by Christie, crossed by Adam Reach, who tries it again, and Jordan Rhodes almost got to the ball, but the ball just missed him by inches, and with
He actually
almost
got an
20.
head onto it, Nicholas, but just couldn't guide his header beyond Bryce. I mean, it was a tame header from Jordan Rhodes, and it looks like it's going to be a 0-0 draw this one here on Football Commentary Live this afternoon.
5 seconds to go of stoppage time. It looks like it could be all over for Sheffield Wednesday very soon. And a final throw in, and there it is, the end of the match. Sheffield Wednesday came into this with the hope of trying to win in order to stave off any relegation hopes, in order to stave off any relegation threats. They didn't do it. Nottingham Forest held on, and it is now up to and Sheffield Wednesday's fate now lies with Derby and Swansea. It seems to me like relegation is inevitable, but only the results of other matches will determine whether they will actually be relegated. Final score at Hillsborough: Sheffield Wednesday 0, Nottingham Forest 0.
Thank you very much, Nicholas Jones, there for fantastic commentary. And up, you enjoyed me working alongside you once again, Nicholas. Sheffield Wednesday's fate, as Nicholas said, now lies with Derby County. They have drawn today, so if Derby avoid defeat this afternoon against Swansea City, then Sheffield Wednesday will be relegated to League One. So, if Derby County win or draw, Sheffield Wednesday will be a League One side, and it'll be the first time in history, I think it is, that Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United will be a division apart. And Scott McKenna, man of the match, deserved his man of the match, played fantastically well at the back today, led Forest with example, even though he's not the captain, defended really, really well at the back, and didn't really let Sheffield Wednesday strikers have a sniff of goal along with Joe Worrell. I could have gone for either of the two. I went for McKenna because I thought his leadership qualities should have been more, and I thought he did fantastically well. Sheffield Wednesday now will be looking to try and watch the Derby County match later to see if they will be relegated today, but we'll have to wait and see. But for myself and Nicholas, thank you very much for listening on Football Commentary Live. And just before we go, I just want to say a big shout out to Nicholas's mum, dad, auntie, and uncle who have probably tuned in this evening. This afternoon and evening, depending where you are in the world and where you've listened to it from. Hope you've had a fantastic afternoon wherever you are. And Nicholas, Nicholas, just want to ask you one final one. I gave my match to Scott McKenna this afternoon. Would you agree with that choice, or would you have probably picked someone different if you was choosing man of the match today?
I couldn't really decide who to pick for man of the. I couldn't really decide who to pick for man of the match. Neither player stood out. In my view, I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody stood out. In my view, they just all played their part with all their contributions. I would probably have to if I was to pick out somebody who did really well. If I was to pick out somebody who did. No, I just can't pick anybody.
Okay, then, Nicholas. So that's the force of Nicholas Jones, Sheffield Wednesday 22nd in the Championship now, just 3 points behind Derby. Rotherham United drop down a place and they play later this afternoon against Blackburn Rovers. Nottingham Forest sit in 16th on 52 points. Excuse me. Rotherham United need to win to avoid anything will happen. Rotherham United need to know if they lose in Derby win, they'll be relegated. Rotherham need to win or draw. Will Rotherham United stay up this season? Will they go down today or will they live to fight another day? We'll be able to find out if you follow football on your whether you're going to listen to it this afternoon or whether you're going to watch it. Sheffield Wednesday 22nd. Willem drop down to 23rd, but with a win can climb back above Sheffield Wednesday, or even with a draw can climb back above Sheffield Wednesday on goal difference. But Willem with it, and then they'll have a game in hand over Sheffield Wednesday, which is in midweek against Luton. Willem United taking on Blackburn this afternoon. You can follow that wherever you're listening to your football from. But from myself, here at Football Commentary Live, we'll be back tomorrow with Newcastle United against Arsenal with Jack Cunningham and Mike Horniman. But for myself and from Nicholas, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care.